Like most people, we all want to try new things, and especially becoming a photographer, you always want to be trying out the latest gear and the best lens, whatever it may be. What if you go back in time and you switch to film, which is probably like the biggest craze nowadays, and it's become such a demand, just the photography world itself and just Instagram, you know, like as a whole. I've also fallen victim into buying my first 35mm film camera. Let's get into it. What's up guys, I'm Curtis Peak and welcome to my channel. This is technically my first video, but moving on. From growing up, I feel like I've mainly been on digital cameras and coming from DSLRs especially, and that's what I mainly shoot on. Like I mainly shoot on digital cameras, and I think ever since, well for me, I feel like film cameras have definitely come into the market since like early 2018, just like picking back up, and then now it's like such a commodity and people are just searching and searching for these vintage film cameras, and they're starting to become super pricey, like super pricey, especially like if you're going from a 35mm and you want like a medium format, that jumps significantly. I think like way back when, you know, people weren't posting film photos on Instagram and even on YouTube, like film photographers like Willem Verbeek and all those other film photographers on YouTube have just created this huge influx into the film camera world. Even David Dobrik has exponentially brought up disposable films again. Like I feel like he influenced that a little bit more, and a lot of people have been back into that vintage kind of vibe. So yes, I have fallen victim into switching to a film camera. I mean, it's awesome. Coming from, like I said before, digital, I've started on a T2i, worked my way up, and I've worked with cinema grade cameras as well, all type of mirrorless cameras as well. But I mean, going back and like actually learning, and I feel like I have to give a shout out to Linus and his film camera, because I feel like he's really pushed me to, and like just he's got great content. Like if you don't follow that guy, man, he's just freaking awesome. But anyways, he's definitely inspired me to get a 35mm film camera, and I did. I am a Canon boy. I do shoot mainly on Canon. So I have made the switch to film cameras, and I'm learning, and I'm still a noob at it, but it is a breath of fresh air trying a new camera system, especially one that is so mechanical. I think the fact of just like pulling the lever to switch to another photo, and you know that you're gonna capture it. I think the most thrilling part about this as well is if you don't develop your own film yet, but when you send it off somewhere like the dark room lab and you just wait like maybe a few days and it gets back from the lab, it's definitely an excitement seeing those photos come to life, and not seeing it off the back straight away on an LCD screen is way different than, you know, seeing it on film. Also, light metering comes into place. Making sure you're exposing correctly is very crucial as well. But I mean, I've just had a lot of fun in the process, and I remember when I first shot Kodak Color Plus with this was so awesome, and getting back the few photos that I actually getting them back was just so cool. Like, I don't know, it's just like way better than looking at it straight away on an SD card. When you I feel like it's just more accomplishing, because it's like, wow, I actually exposed that correctly. The colors, I mean, I know this is just like a simple, it's a Canon A1. You can get these for around 100 to 200 used on eBay or wherever you may buy your cameras, or know where a local film store is. You can probably get it there. Just seeing the photos come back from the Kodak Plus versus the Kodak Gold was just awesome. And I did, thank you to my friend as well, Mr. Santran, you helped me film, and we did a little experiment on the Kodak Color Plus and the Kodak Gold. So let's take a look. Again, thank you to one of my good friends, San, for helping me capture this video with me. But it was really fun shooting with him, and I did get a little portrait session with him, which was really awesome. I did shoot his portraits on the Kodak Gold roll. I will say in the Kodak Gold roll, I felt like there were more green tones. Maybe it was just depending on where I was around the area, but I will say the Kodak Color Plus got me a little bit more because of the vibrant colors, more yellows and more of those orangey tones, which is what I really love and I look into in my photos especially. It might sound a little cliche, but I do like oranges and yellows. It's just one of my favorites. I will say also the Color Plus does have a little bit more of a blue tint to it, maybe. I would say the Color Plus looks more vibrant to me and it just gives me a little bit more of that warm tones rather than more of the bluish and the green tones that I'm just like not really into. But I will say though, between the Color Plus and the Gold, you can't go wrong. They both create great quality images, especially coming from just like a simple 35mm film camera. If you're starting out as well, I would highly recommend to look into it because they're cost effective. I think they range around like $7 for like a few rolls to $10, I will say. So it is economically friendly, which is awesome. That is a plus. We love to save money. And you can also get yourself a 35mm film camera as well. I know a lot of people might be saying the Canon AE or the A1 and just the Canon 35mm film systems. I will say some of them are a little like iffy on, I guess, like the shutter when it captures it and it's a little slower or something along those lines. That I'm not a film expert, okay? I'm still learning about this, but from what I've heard, so you can definitely check out the Nikon or the Olympuses. Those are also great options if you're really looking into investing yourself into film photography. I am very happy with the way both of these rolls came out. They were just really awesome. I just love seeing them come back, especially from Darkroom Lab. Shout out to them. If you're also looking into a place where you want to get your film developed, I will highly recommend them. They are spot on, high quality images. You can also get printed too. I mean, come on man, you want to get your films printed? I mean, jeez. I have more rolls coming from this. I also have the Ultra Max, which I really want to try. Again, my friend gave this to me as a parting gift. Thank you, sir. This is ISO 400. But other than that, guys, thank you again for watching. My name is Curtis Peak. And if you like this video, hit that like button. If you didn't like this video, dislike it. I love constructive criticism. And thank you for watching.